Hello, today our topic of discussion is conditional sentences. There are three types of conditional sentences, and all these conditional sentences are complex sentences. In each of them, there is a if clause and there is another main clause. Now here is an example of type 1 conditional sentence. The sentence is, if it rains, we want to go out. That means here is it is a complex sentence, and this one is a if clause. This one is subordinate clause, and this one is main clause. Now in the subordinate clause, there is always a word if. It begins the subordinate clause. If it rains, we want to go out. This is the sentences are conditional sentences are divided into three groups: type 1, type 2, and type 3. In type 1 sentence, in type 1 sentence, if clause is if plus present plus future. The structure of the sentence is this: if plus present plus future. It means in the if clause there is a present indefinite tense or a present simple tense, and in the main clause there is a future indefinite or future simple tense. Now we find in this example, in the if clause it is if it rains, it is present simple, and in the second clause it is the main clause, and we find here the future simple tense. Won't means will not. Will not is contracted as won't. So in this clause there is a future indefinite tense. This is the type 1 sentence. Now let us write another sentence. Now in this sentence, this is the main clause. The cat will scratch you if you pull her tail. The cat will scratch you if you pull her. The if clause is here, and it is in the present indefinite, and this one is in the future indefinite. So we can write the if clause at the beginning of the sentence, and we can also write if clause at the end of the sentence. This can be, we can do that. And this is type 1 conditional sentence, and it is also called probable conditional sentence, as because this is the events of this sentence can happen, as because if it rains, there's a possibility that it is rain and we won't go out, and the activity of the sentence can happen. So it is called probable conditional sentence. Probable conditional. Then let us pass on to the next one, that is called second conditional sentence type 2. Type 2. Let us write one example. If I had more money, I would buy a new computer. Now, in the second type 2 conditional sentence, the structure is if plus type 2 conditional sentence, the structure is if plus past indefinite. And then plus conditional. It means, let us look at the example. It means if I had more money, past indefinite, if plus a past indefinite, and then I would buy. Now it is would means, would is would here, and buy is infinitive without to. Infinitive, and infinitive is to buy. But here 2 is not, 2 is omitted, so infinitive without 2. So this is the structure of the type 2 conditional sentence. If plus a present indefinite plus a conditional, that means would buy, would go, would come, would play. So we should remember that in the if clause there is a past indefinite tense, and in the main clause there is would plus infinitive without to. This second type of conditional sentence is also called improbable conditional sentence. Improbable conditional sentence. Improbable conditional is because there is not much possibility that it could happen, and it is already past. So there is improbability that it would happen. Let us write another example. The sentence is, if I lived near my office, I would be in time for work. In the if clause there is past indefinite as usual, and I would be. So would plus infinitive without to in the main clause. If I lived near my office, I would be in time for work. I can write the sentence in this way: I would be in time for work if I lived near my office. Now this is called type 2 conditional sentence, and let us pass on to the next one. This time it is type 3. In type, the structure of the type 3 conditional sentence is if plus past perfect plus would have, or it may be should have or might have, plus past participle of the verb, past participle of the verb, past participle. This is the structure. Now let us write a sentence here. Now here in this sentence, in the if clause, we have past perfect tense. If I had known you needed help, I would have plus a past participle of the verb save. I would have saved you. If I had known you needed help, I would have saved you. So in the subordinate clause, that is in the if clause, there is a past perfect tense, and in the main clause there is would have but should have plus past participle of the verb. Let us write another sentence. Well, the sentence is he would have been arrested if he tried to leave the country. Now, here is the main clause. He would have been arrested. Would plus would have plus past participle of the verb. He would have been, and it is in the passive voice. So, he would have been arrested. Arrested is past participle of the verb, but this one is as because it is written in the passive voice. So, he would have been arrested. And if he tried to leave the country, if he had tried, if he had tried to leave the country, that means in the if clause there is past perfect as usual, and in the main clause there is would have but should have plus past participle of the verb, but this one is in the passive voice, so been is here. And this third type of conditional sentence is also called impossible conditional sentence. Impossible, because there is no possibility of happening this activity. Impossible conditional sentence. Impossible conditional sentence, and this is the type 3. There is a variety of the first type of conditional sentence, and it is if plus present plus future. The structure of the sentence is if plus present plus present. if plus present, and an example of this. If you heat ice, it turns to water. Now in the if clause there is a present indefinite tense, and in the main clause there is also present indefinite tense, and this is also called zero type conditional sense. Some people call this a zero type conditional. Some people call it zero type conditional. Now this sentence is, it is easier to relax if you close your eyes. In the main clause there is a present indefinite as usual, and in the if clause there is also present indefinite tense. But we should remember that in zero type conditional it is possible to, we can use when instead of if. We can use when instead of it, but we should remember that this structure is used to express automatic or habitual acts. This structure is used only for natural and habitual acts, as because we find automatic that it is a natural fact. If we heat ice, it turns to water. It is a natural fact, and it is easier to relax if you close your eyes. It is also habitual activity. So only in these cases this zero type conditional can be used. It cannot be used in all other cases. So we have discussed about different types of conditional sentences. Now we will do some exercise here. Now some exercise. Now here in this sentence, if you obey, but it is within brackets, we shall have to put the proper form of the verb here. If you obey orders, this disaster would not happened. This disaster would not have happened. So in the main clause we find that this disaster would not have happened. this disaster would not have happened. So from this portion we can understand this is a sentence of type 3 conditional, and so we should put the verb in that way. That means in type 3 we should use the verb in the past perfect. So we should write, if you had obeyed, if you had obeyed. If you had obeyed orders, this disaster would not have happened. So it is a sentence of type 3. Now in this sentence we find had you told me, or it follows this structure. That means we have it is written had you told me. It means if you had told me. It is equal to if you had told me. That is if clause and past perfect tense. If clause and past perfect tense of the verb. So it is a type of third type of conditional sentence. So here we find it follows the third type of conditional sentence, and so we should put the verb in the main clause according to third type of conditional sentence. Now would have, so in the main clause the verb should be there should be, we should use it in this way: would have plus past participle of the verb, past participle be, would have been. So had you told me before, I would have been more precautious. Had you told me before, I would have been more precautious. Now here we have another sentence. So the sentence is in this way: if you want there alone, in the if clause the verb is given. If you want there alone, we should put the verb in the bracket, within bracket, in this in the proper order. If you went there alone, you would it follows the second type of conditional sentence, and this is according to second type of conditional sentence. So we should put the verb in the conditional. That means you would fall, would plus infinitive without to. So the sentence is, if you went there alone, you would fall in difficulty. Now here is a sentence. If I am elected a member of parliament, I create, the verb is not within bracket, I create jobs for unemployed. Now this is a sentence of second type. As because it is here, the tense of the sentence, the if clause is past indefinite, but it is in the passive voice. Past, if I am, no, it is present indefinite. It is in the present indefinite, and it is a sentence of type 1. It is a sentence of type 1, as because it is in the passive voice and it is in the present tense. So the main verb should be in the future indefinite tense. That means I will create. So finally the sentence is, if I am elected a member of parliament, I will create jobs for the unemployed. Finally, a sentence of zero type. Now, if a metal is heated, in the if clause there is the present indefinite tense, and it is a natural fact or natural activity. It expands. So we should use it in the main clause. We should use it in the present indefinite. It expands. The subject is in the third person, so it expands. So if plus present, that means zero type conditional. We are going to conclude this session, but we should remember that usually the sentences, conditional sentences, follow the structure, three definite structures, but there are some sentences which do not follow the structures. There may be in the if clause there is verb of the second type, and in the main clause there is verb of the third type. There are varieties of this structure, and these are used in English language. Thank you very much for watching.